Well, that's... Good morning, comrades. Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the Nürburgring, and welcome to a very exciting video because I get to do my first race of this year. It was unplanned, but luckily last moment we had a good offer, and most importantly, it's getting loud a bit here, most importantly, we found a sponsor. In this case, NordVPN is sponsoring my race and for you also this video. So first of all, massive thank you to them, and let me tell you something about them. Like in racing, speed is very important, and NordVPN is the fastest VPN service out there. On top, security. You need to be safe inside the race car, but also when it comes to browsing, you want to protect your data either from competition or just simply other hackers, etc. And on top, actually convenience for me. After the race, I would like to go home, turn on Netflix, and sometimes I cannot access my favorite series. Or being in Germany, one of the most frustrating things about living here is their so-called TV culture. They translate the movies completely, over-synchronize them, or subtitles are completely inaccessible. And when I watch, for example, Guy Ritchie movies, The Gentleman is one of my favorite ones. Although I am English speaking, sometimes I do not understand the characters quite yet, so it's good to have English subtitles, and thanks to NordVPN I can do that on Netflix. Now, on top, they have a great offer for you. If you go to nordvpn.com/GoGoMisha, you get 4 months for free, and most importantly, there's also 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you don't like it, get your money back. I wish we could do something like that in racing. If you crash a car or something, that you don't have to pay. You're like, I didn't like it, it was not according to me. You get the money back. So it's very cool. And on top, I also get a little kickback that I can reinvest in my further racing programs, because we have a 24-hour race scheduled in 3 weeks' time. So more on that later on. Okay, now let's talk a bit about the car. As mentioned, I got a very cool last-minute offer from the guys from Nürburgring Racer. As you can see from the front, it is an E90 BMW, but no, it's actually E91 325 because it's the only combi wagon that we can see. The car has roughly 218 to 120 horsepower. Important thing to know is, well, we are in RCN, so in the race series we have to run Hankook tires, Hankook slicks. The brakes, the calipers are stock. The pads are from Pagget RSL 29. On the interior, of course, the mandatory safety equipment. So you have the cage, the seats with ears. We have different steering wheel and data logging system, etc. And for the rest, it's kind of stock. Now, because of the extra weight, we have more windows here. We have a bit of more roof line. It is actually 50 kilos heavier than the normal 325. And therefore they told me that we're actually 5 seconds a lap slower. Our driver excuse, the car also has no LSD, another driver excuse. And we have 36 cars in class. So I'm actually very excited to go out there and see what we can do. But most importantly, it's about fun. I'm very looking forward to be driving this car because they're very popular, as you can tell by the amount of cars in the class. So it should be lots and lots of fun. Now, important thing that I want to show you is the format of the race. And you can, Adrian, maybe go to the other side. So unlike the regular race where you just go as fast as you can, here it's a combination of being fast and consistent. So you'll see these papers here, and later on when I'll be driving and I'll show you the onboard feature, you will see me probably tearing off these pieces of paper, because so I can see what type of lap I am on. So on the first lap, I need to set a time between 9 minutes and 15 minutes. It doesn't matter how fast I go, completely irrelevant. The slower I go is actually even better. Why is that? Explain to you in a second. After that, you see we have 4 green ones. These are sprint laps. This means go as fast as you can, like regular racing. And then the lap number 6 is your reference lap. This means you need to set the same lap time as you set in your first lap within 10 seconds. So 10 seconds less or 10 seconds minus, so within 20 seconds, so to say. For every second too fast or too slow within this 10 plus or minus, you get 10 seconds penalty. So that's actually quite a lot. And then you go into the box, you have a cool down lap, and then the next driver, you do driver change, refueling, the driver goes out, and then he needs to do again the same lap time as I did in my first lap, and then he has 3 sprint laps. Ooh, no, it's already been torn off. How inconvenient. Ooh. But we also have radio check, so we can figure out which lap we're on as well. 3 sprint laps, and then he has the out lap. As mentioned, it's important to do a slow lap because later in the race you might have yellow flags, you might have code 60s, it might start raining, and then you cannot do the same lap time as you did in your first lap. So it's important to be strategic about it, not get carried away, just go, and that's it. But on top we have also data logging, we have intercom, so I can talk to the team and figure out where we're at and what we're doing. But as mentioned, it's all about fun. So now I think let's go to the driver's briefing, then get in the car. I'm doing the first stint. Extremely excited to be back in the race seat and also driving this E91 Combi because I love it. By the way, check out the mirror. That's a big one. I can definitely see it's a wide angle. Adrian, it's probably bigger than this 12mm lens that we have. I can literally see like stuff that is next to me, like through the side windows. It's impressive. All right, let's go. And that's it. I'm extremely happy because I got to drive my first race of the year, so still managed to race, so very happy. Unfortunately, as mentioned to you previously, it was very important to be consistent, and for the first time ever, I went too fast. I went, I think, 23 or 27 seconds too fast because I was confused with the reference laps, with the reference points. Doesn't matter, no excuse, I was too fast, I messed it up, so that's it. But yesterday when we had dinner, I was bragging to the team, in my 4 years of racing on the Nürburgring, I never went too fast or too slow, I was always perfect. Knock on wood. Yeah, there we go. So we messed it up. But on the other hand, also, of course, my teammate had a tire puncture, or actually tire exploding. Probably because I went over some debris in one of my previous laps. So luckily the car is all good, he's all good, it's all fine, so result wouldn't be there. Most importantly, I absolutely loved driving the car. I always was curious about V4 class because it's very competitive. There were 36 cars in class. Really impressive. And I was also interested and curious to see how it would perform against professional drivers, like really top paid drivers who've been doing it like literally for the last 5 years in these cars and know them as the back of their hand. And my fastest time was 10 minutes 20, whereas other fastest I saw it was like 9:55. So as mentioned, 5 seconds off for the weight. We have no LSD, and then a couple of more seconds of knowing the car. So actually overall not too unhappy, actually very excited, and I really loved it. I must say I enjoyed driving this car probably also more in certain aspects than other significantly faster cars that I drove, like M240 and the Cupra, because you had so many cool dogfights. It was really, really cool. Okay, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed on board. There's going to be extra footage in the video as for the members only section, but for now, thank you very much NordVPN. Thank you very much Touring Racer for the opportunity, for a great car, and hopefully I'll be back for more as well. Really love the car, but stay tuned for that. And yeah, looking forward to seeing you in the upcoming video here at the Nürburgring. Bye bye.